Stupid. Good evening, everybody. It's Uncle Jacky. I'm here with Doc. I got
All
another
right.
guest coming along, my man Josh. But tonight we're gonna be talking about the past and the assassination, really, of Charlie Kirk. You got any thoughts on that, brother? I know you just getting into hearing about it and just coming around now.
We ain't talking about no assassination. We talking about people get shot every day, B.
You care to expand on that, B?
I mean, I just feel that, where I'm from, people get shot every day. I mean, now, depending on who the person is and who the person was, you may take in consideration, a little bit deeper than have a little bit more sympathy than others, you know what I mean? So, I mean, I mean, I know who he was, and I may not know who he was as far as what he was speaking of, but within the last couple of days, I got to get to know the guy, and I mean, I just think that sometimes you gotta watch what you say when you're talking freedom of speech and all that. Everybody may not, be on the same side that you on.
Yeah, that's.
And the one thing I do commend him on, I would pat him on the back if he was alive. You know what I mean? That he did, invite people that didn't share his belief to come talk to him, so he could, have that conversation. And but like I said, you just have to be careful. Look what happened. You know what I mean? Um, for every right that he stood for, freedom of speech, freedom of Second Amendment. Um, I mean, sometimes you reap what you sow. You know what I mean? Sometimes you dealt what the cards dealt for you. You know what I mean? So there's pretty people, as many people before him that that got shot that was talking. I'm gonna give him credit. Civil rights in a manner, but his rhetoric and his tone was also had some racial undertone as well to it as well. You know what I mean? And
Okay. Go ahead.
to put into perspective, the question that he was asked right before his demise, kind of made it 360 in a sense. You know what I mean? And the question that was presented to him was something about gun violence, and his instead of him just answering the question straight up, or you know what I mean, he wanted to be more definitive, get more definitive of the question that was asked to him. And he was asked, "What we talking? We adding up gang violence with it?" And then as that answer came out of his mouth, the shot rung off. You know what I mean? So it just was like, eh, from a person that didn't know him and didn't know his conversation, and just to see how that went out, and then just to get the feedback that you get after the fact that after someone passed away, it was like, wow, you kind of got what you were with the hand that was dealt to you. You know what I mean? And I mean, and rest in peace with him. And to it's fucked up. Excuse my language. That that his family had to see that. I don't want no man to die. You know what I mean? I don't wish no death on in anybody. But when on a certain level, when you're in a certain wave, kind of gotta watch what you say. And there's even me saying what I'm saying right now. You got a lot of people that wouldn't like what I'm saying, and I mean will feel very offended behind it. You know what I mean? I done watch grown men on the internet today kind of tear up behind this man. You know what I mean? Or got really angry behind this man death, assassination. That's what I'm calling. I mean, that's like as African American, we had civil rights activists that got assassinated. And if we gonna compare him to anybody, because I heard he got compared to Martin Luther King, you know what I mean? I wouldn't compare him to Martin Luther King. I would compare him more to like a Malcolm X. You know what I mean? Um, that stood for his stand amongst your own. You know what I mean? And when I say that, he was a white nationalist, not a white supremacist, but he was a white nationalist. He wanted more so on that side than my side. But I also do believe you still there, Jack? Yo yo. All right, but I also do believe, since I'm holding down the show, I also do believe that in a sense that um damn, where I was going with this yo yo.
All right. I mean, I think everything is against Charlie Kirk because it took me like fucking it shit kicked me off like 7 times trying to sabotage.
I'm about to say like damn, I'm holding down the show. Like, where
Yeah,
was
bro.
that
Like it
at?
won't even let me switch how I got my that's why I didn't pay for nothing yet. I can't even switch my camera view. I don't like this stacked view. But Charlie Kirk, man, you living on, bro. I see you still causing problems for the establishment.
But I kind of think, I
Long
mean, and I also do think we're going to talk about it a little later. I think he got killed by like it was a setup. You know what I mean? Like he got taken out to just be taken out. You know what I mean? Like he wasn't. He not on the field. He not on the team that the team that the players want. You know what I mean? He not on the home team, I should say. As the saying goes. I mean, like he's in one division. Like this world is not. And I keep on telling everybody, we so divided by what we see in front of us: white, black, blue, red, conservatives, um, you know, gay,
liberal.
this, mo- everything. You understand? We just divided by, oh, I like coffee, you like tea. You know what I mean? I like hot water, you like cold. You know what I mean? Like we just so divided and so distinguished and so tribal because that's what it comes down to. Cause we get so tribal. We want to be around people that so like this and so like that. But we also not um how can I say loyal to certain things either because we people will hop around to different things too, whatever the trend is. You know what I mean? And I kind of do believe like like I said, um we had activists too. He's an activist in his own division. You know what I mean? But he wasn't. He's speaking for his kind. He's speaking for the rights of the people as well. You know what I mean? Because like I said, and nobody can tell me I'm not American. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck what anybody say. Go back to Africa. Go this and go there. I'm American, dog. I'm just as American as your dumbass. You know what I mean? So I I just don't like how we don't see the bigger picture. And I also, that's what I was going. That's what I was saying before. When I seen realized that you wasn't there. This world is disconnected, and
Yes.
we are disconnected as white and black people in general, as understanding culture, understanding lifestyle, understanding upbringing. Because
Hit that like
everybody,
button, y'all.
huh?
Telling the folks hit that like button.
Yeah, definitely do. Because I just see like I I hear people say, I don't understand how people could say this and say that about this guy or don't feel no empathy about this guy. The guy told you he don't feel empathy about anything. His own words. So why would anybody want to describe him or have the feeling of empathy if this man didn't believe in empathy? You know what I mean? And then again, like we so divided and we just so misunderstood in all aspects. You know what I mean? Just from the people from the hood too. Don't understand the uppities of the people that got money. You know what I mean?
Yo, Josh,
Oh
you here?
Yo, what's good?
What's
yeah, hit
going
me
on?
up at any time, bro. I'm not running the show. What's up, brother? How you, man?
All right, how about you?
I'm all right, champ. So speak your mind. Let's go, man.
Word, bro. Say you can talk.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I agree 100%. I think like honestly, it's bigger than black and white. It's bigger than race. You know what I mean? They try to keep
Mm-hmm.
us as segregated as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And because if they keep us segregated, then we can't come together to overpower them,
Mm-hmm.
outnumber them. You know what I mean? They are afraid of that, and what you call it, honestly, like this is like they they put it to race, they put it to anything possible to keep us separated. You know what I mean? They try
Mm-hmm.
race, they try religion, they try sports teams, they try
Yeah,
everything.
everything that you could think of. You're right. Everything. Yeah.
They don't want us to come together. They want us to separate it as possible, because once we figure out that this is bigger than what you call it, color, race. You know what I mean? This is bigger than rich and poor. This is honestly a moral. You know what I mean? Battle.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, to the point that you can't even say how you feel, because what you call, you might get shot over it.
Mm-hmm.
So like that's what they want us. They want us to feel afraid. They want us to, like, this is a tactic that they're doing basically right now.
Yep. Facts. Facts.
Hit that like button. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. We talk about Charlie Kirk. Do y'all fellas know they caught his killer?
Yeah, yeah. His father turned
Yeah, I
him in.
seen
We heard his father turned him in. His father turned him into a pastor, which was supposed to be an FBI agent or something like that, or new FBI agent.
it.
I
Yeah,
mean, which is all cool and dandy. Which, like I said, like I said, I ain't say it, but um, we figured
Tyler Rock.
he wouldn't get far, but he did get further than what was expected. I
Yeah,
think there's
Tyler
so much.
Rock is a piece of shit.
I just think our country is incompetent right now, bro, and I hate to say it, bro.
I seen that on the bullets, like what you call it, that they had engraved transgender stuff or something on the bullets.
Yeah, fashionate stuff.
And it's crazy because he was getting asked the transgender question, and they
Mm-hmm.
shot him right when he was getting
Mm-hmm.
asked the transgender question.
Mm-hmm. I sent also too, not to interrupt you. I sent Uncle Jackie a video today,
Oh, I
of
haven't. Don't worry about it.
a close up, and we're gonna get to see it. And I want your guys' opinion on it, cause like the thing just can seem kind of odd. And just the timing of everything, the timing, and like I said, you just said the transgender thing, and he was asked that, and then like I said, he got sarcastic with it, which is nothing wrong with it, you know what I mean? Because we all get sarcastic, you know what I mean? But he got sarcastic and was like, "Oh, we adding up gang violence as well," and then right after that, you know, pop. And just one pop, 100 yards, 100 plus yards away, dude on the rooftop. That same thing as Donald Trump. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
where is our defense system at? And I'm talking about where he may not had FBI, but come on, guys,
Yeah, he
come
was
on,
too careless for
come
how
on.
much
Yo,
popularity he has and how much hate that he has.
Yeah, come on,
He was too careless. He only have
come
two
on.
bodyguards.
And not only that, as a person that's because he had people around him like holding guard as far as watching nobody coming up in front,
Yeah,
but
but
you got
what
visual
I
in front
seen
of you. You
when I seen
understand?
in the video, what you call it, like they had a video with the dudes that was his bodyguards was doing hand signals behind him.
Yeah, that's what we about to see too. That's the video we about to see. Like one was holding the camera, and the other one was like gave the hand signal. And and then I tried to get another view of it, which I didn't send to Uncle Jackie, but I seen the other view of it just to make sure that it wasn't Photoshop, it wasn't the guy, the guy was actually behind him. And I was like, oh, is he doing sign languages? But I don't think he was doing sign language.
Right?
Yo, it was just odd, bro. It just very
Right. It
odd.
was like baseball signals. It looked like
Yeah,
you know what I
facts,
mean? Like looked
facts,
like he was doing baseball signals. He had tipped his hat, then did
facts.
something with his arm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Facts,
yeah. I'm
facts,
gonna play that right now for y'all folks. Hit
facts.
that like, sub, and share button. Here's the conspiracy theory part, because it did look like we saw the manager of a baseball team doing something, but
Fact.
allegedly. Let me see. I'm mad it's not. See that? Baseball signals and shit. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run it back.
Looked like he was telling him to run home.
Word, still the plate. Word, not even still
Right.
Right.
word, still the plate.
I'm gonna play that again. He gonna touch his ear, touch his nose.
And he's holding the camera recording at the same time. He's holding the phone.
Oh, but you see, yeah,
Yeah, you can definitely see
yeah,
that something. It
yeah,
just looked weird, man.
yeah,
That was bad
that,
timing
nah,
or something.
bro, nah,
That's
he
what
ain't pat, nah, bro. I
it
ain't
is.
see it from that angle right there. I seen it from the angle that I sent you. You know what I mean?
He didn't
And
even
it's just
jump when it
crazy.
happened. He didn't even jump
That
when it
was the
happened.
The
that
You
was
one
know,
the
in
he,
dark
angle.
shirt looked like he jumped a little bit. You know what I mean? Like he was like a little shocked.
yeah, a little, but
Hold up,
like
y'all
But
did that while
maybe
I
that
was
was
still. Y'all did that while I was standing there. Hold on now.
word
That's why.
facts.
That's
Cause
what he
like
looked like
I
in
ain't
black
finished
shirt.
giving
Like,
you the
how y'all
signal
gonna do
yet.
that right there?
yeah.
It's like, I ain't finished giving you the signal yet.
I word. I ain't say anything. Now here's the. I forgot dude's name already because he's irrelevant. It's funny because the person who deleted the man actually argued with the man before. Here he goes. That's the crazy part. I'm sitting there like he argued with him before.
Oh, the dude
Mo.
with the blowhorn.
Yes. Here it goes.
Yeah, I seen that.
Man, I ain't see this one right here.
He's a liar. So okay, he can't debate. He just lies.
So let's just
What,
calm
you don't
down
like
a little
freedom
bit.
of speech?
Well, I mean, you could say whatever you want if you want to make a fool of yourself, but we do have like 10-year-olds here and 11-year-olds, so
I
could we
don't
have some
care.
decency?
Whatever.
You don't care. You're a typical leftist because you only care about yourself,
Who said I was
not about the
That's
other.
Tyler Robinson, y'all. Tyler Robinson.
Well, it's very clear by how
You
to
even
say.
graduate college? You know,
No,
you know
in
this
fact,
guy didn't
I
graduate.
didn't go to college. I've been able to be pretty
You
successful
did
without a
not
4-year
graduate
degree.
college.
Yeah, I did not go to
Yeah, you're
college.
gonna come to college and act like you know.
So are we gonna debate resumes or ideas?
Is that
I
him?
did.
College degrees are meaningless, and most of you guys are being totally scammed by being here.
No.
Now, let me further complete the point.
So getting
Dude,
educated
let me-
is a scam.
First of all, it's not always an education, and you are perfect
It's
evidence
just the money.
that you haven't really been educated. You are hyper hostile. You have no humility. You have very little wisdom about how the world works, and you come and you want so badly to be recognized and noticed. You came with your own bullhorn
Yep.
to cut in line someone who patiently waited to ask the first question. What have you actually learned at this institution except that you're the center of the world and everyone must listen to you?
You go to countries, or you go to campuses and agitate people for like this exact scenario.
I sit here and ask questions. You're the agitator.
I'm trying to see
prove
how.
me wrong.
Yeah, correct. The students want another question, and I do agree with them because you
Hello,
embody
CeeLo.
the worst of this generation.
Bahira, how you doing?
I do look in a mirror. You know what I see? I see a sinner that wouldn't act the way you do.
Hey, this guy just lies.
Yeah, that was the gentleman right there. That was the man
That's
who
crazy.
allegedly took his life.
That's crazy.
The man who argued with him. And you already knew off top, though, the bullhorn. You already know, bro.
Yeah, yeah. What you call it? Like like what? I forgot your name.
Yellow tape.
Yellow tape.
Yellow tape. Facts. All right. What you call it? Like he was saying, like he was cocky. You know what I mean? And when you do stuff like that, and you embarrass people online, you know what I mean? Like you make enemies. You know, and like to be careless like that to like had not have like security. He's supposed to have honestly security like the president on some real shit.
Talking where
Tell
you
her what's up,
talking.
tell her. Hit that like button for me.
What up,
Welcome, welcome
CeeLo?
to
How
the
you
show.
doing, bro?
Welcome on Charlie Kirk's assassination. Salute, CeeLo. Appreciate you, brother.
Pink Song, what's good, bro? What up, Miss? Hi. Yeah, but I just kind of think that like yes, he's supposed to have more security with him, especially
Yes.
what you talking. You know how you talking, and you know the rhetoric that you sparking up on the on internet, and people not built like how they was back in growing up in the '80s and the '90s, bro. Like people built real soft nowadays. They like eggshells, bro. You talk to them a little hard, they crack. You know what I mean? And then they spill the beans of their life stories and why they so depressed and why they so upset. You know what I mean? And then when you try to give them answers, they don't follow through with with success of it. You know what I mean? So
Facts.
I just kind of think that that you got to be careful with what you're saying. You know, and like I said, with me saying what I'm saying right now, kind of not speaking against the guy, because like I said, I don't wish death for nobody. You know what I mean? And he died a horrible, death.
Tragic, horrible, yeah.
You know what I mean? That was tragic, and then his kid's gonna see this. You know what I mean? Like it just like
If they
when
don't want to, bro, you can't even hide it. Even if they try to take me, myself personally, have it in my phone. I will never forget it. You get what I mean?
and it was
Well,
crazy
it's in my
because
wife's phone.
what made me say because once you said that, I heard when we was talking on we had a show that day we was talking about that you had it saved. You know what I mean? And I'm saying to
Yeah.
myself like I didn't never seen him get shot. You know what I mean? Like it was blocked off already. You know what I mean? Like
I
Oh no, I
I
got
ain't
the
see it.
whole.
But then
I
when I
got everything.
finally seen it,
thought
I'm
it
like,
was AI.
oh, you know what I
I was
mean? Like
hoping it was
that's
AI.
That's
crazy.
me too. I was hoping it was AI too. I thought it was like the liberals like just putting out some AI video about him getting shot. So I was like, all right, that's not real. And then I kept seeing it, and I'm like, damn, this shit is real.
Shit crazy. Word. Big hole pause, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that was wild crazy, you know what I mean? And to be precise where it hit, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
man,
that
that
was a
shit.
mark. That dude, I mean, he took some lessons. Yo, you got a message, Yellow?
Salute. What up, CeeLo? How you doing, brother, man? Appreciate you, man. How you, man?
Yeah,
Yes.
that was crazy. That was like I get what people saying, and I got more vids. I got the vids that people hate him for the DEI speaking, but you got to listen to what he's saying. He's not saying he don't want black people or people of color in these places. It's he wants to make sure they are very qualified. Because you know what
Qualified,
DEI
right.
does? If all three of us sat there and went for a job, and we all got in the 90s, we got 90 period, 90 flat, but everybody else that's non-colored,
Right.
non-melanated, has no color, they all have 95s and hundreds. And we get picked up. Why? Because we're black, Hispanic, and whatever, and
Oh
American or
no,
whatever we are.
no. In fact, and I said that helped us out. You know what I mean? But that also too. I always said when the president said get rid of it, I wasn't thinking about black people, like because we already established ourselves, and people like us for the energy that we bring. People like us for the innovative thoughts that we fucking bring. Like we fucking innovators, bro. You know what I mean?
Right.
But to keep on going with saying what we're saying is that I just kind of think that was for the ladies that's being hired for have to lift up 70 pounds and 50 pounds, and they can't lift up to 50 pounds. You know what I mean? For the old ladies that they hired, or not even the old ladies, but the mental handicap. You know what I mean? The highly functional mental handicap that they hire at shop right to be outside. You know what I mean? To do shopping carts. You know what I mean? And have them outside in the rain and stuff. But they don't say that when they say high DWI. You know what I mean? We just think of black people. You know what I mean? Or non-whites. People of color.
Mhm. Understood what he meant. If we still on the same side with the DEI, I understood that. All you have to do is sit down and think about it. It makes perfect sense. If
Right.
like the affirmative action hires, that it's the same thing, man. You're just putting somebody on because they are in the minority, and doesn't necessarily mean they can do the job as well. It's because hey, hey, you deserve it because you're this or you're that, and I kind of agree with that. I don't see nothing wrong with that, and that's his opinion.
Right. And he's
It's not like
entitled
we
to that.
can talk
Right.
about blue eyes and
Someone
blonde hair and
yeah,
superiors.
yeah. And which
Yeah, but his rhetoric. I heard some stuff that would and it pertained to gang violence or whatever. You know what I mean? Hood, hood mentality. Some people would say, you know what I mean? But like I said, it's a discord between white America and Black America, and why we do certain things. You know what I mean? Why we act the way that we act, and and be honest with you,
I
if
tell the
people is
shit.
traumatized, if people is traumatized by this man being killed being assassinated on TV, we are traumatized as people in the hood that done seen death right in front of our eyes. People get shot in front of our eyes. People overdose in front of our eyes. And where is that help at? You know what I mean? Where is that sympathy for that out there? That's what I guess our community is more so not trying to have empathy for this guy in that aspect.
They don't want empathy for the man because the man sits there and he all right for one part. I mean, I get what some of the problem is, what some of the people's problem may be. but he just holds people accountable. And accountability is not a thing we deal with well these days. We, as in people, no color, no race, people, period, is tough with the accountability. Now, when you come to the when he says things like black people make up 13% of the country, but commit 60% of the murders, you can look that up and see if it's true. How is that racist? How is that him not liking black people? No, he gave you a stat. He gave you a stat. Look up the stat. You don't have to like the stat. Then that means it's on us as the black community, as the Spanish community, the people of color communities. We need to sit down, chop it up, and come to something. That's what needs to happen. We have to be better. Because if you sit at 13% and we commit more than half of the fucking murders or violent crime, that's a lot, man. That's a fucking lot. That's crazy. And if you think about that number, you can see why people you don't belong here. We don't want you. And they don't even know that you might be an upstanding black man or upstanding man of color brown. They don't know.
That's still messed up. The stereotype.
No, it is. It is. I'm just saying this is why it's happening. I ain't saying it's right, brother. I ain't gonna say it's right.
You're right though. You're right. Because why it's happening. Yeah.
And this goes to the fears that's within our community, as far as nobody not understanding why a black person would want to come inside your community and get away from fucking bullshit. You know what I mean? We ain't one of those, you know what I mean? But then again, we got people, they get Section 8 and get put in these good communities and drink and mess up the home value, you know what I mean?
They do. They do. I agree with that, because when I was in Peachtree Corners, I mean, of course, we was black too, but when more like hood, we got aid, when they start coming in, it's like Nas people, like they got their animals shitting all over the place. It's coming from above me onto my patio. It's like, what is going on? What is going on? Now, there were other black people there, but this is where I say that's the difference between black people and niggers. And that's basically what Charlie Kirk was trying to say without using the N-word. You got black people and you got niggers. And I do stick by that. That is a fact. We say that as people of color. No, that wasn't no black person. That was a nigga who did that. Let's stop playing. That man was just saying shit people did not want to hear. People of color. And the people of color who don't, tend to the shit that he's talking about, we didn't feel offended. We did not feel offended. I never felt offended. The only thing I felt offended, Charlie Kirk was sadly mistaken. He didn't think that there was white privilege. And that's why I always said I wanted to back.
That is true. That's because there is white privilege.
There is definitely. My only question to Charlie Kirk would have been, hey, brother, if we walking down the street, we both staggering on each side of the street, drunk coming home from a party, who's more likely to be fucked with? It's not going to be you, buddy.
Right. Absolutely.
No, we both get fucked with, but you be getting escorted home while I get escorted to the
precinct.
24
or,
hours.
Yeah.
I understand.
I'm not coming home that night. I'm not coming home, Charlie. Rest in peace, brother. Like I'm doing this show is dedicated to you, Charlie. I know you can't hear me, but I'm not coming home that night, brother.
It's true.
I ain't saying I might not come home ever, but at least for tonight, I'm spending the night behind some cage.
In the work field.
Illegal, most likely too.
Shit, harassment with the police in the work field. Shit, is definitely.
That gotta be. But here's the I want to put the racist parts that people find racist. Some of it might have been extra harsh, but we'll see. We'll see for ourselves. Podcast recap. Eat one. A fat one.
Facts.
Eat a fat one.
You don't believe in objective morality. And for us to stop listening to rap music and this degenerate hip hop stuff and go back to the music that built our civilization. I believe marriage is between one man and one woman. We must ban trans affirming care the entire country. I think that
podcast recap.
Sexual marriage.
I can tell you have a dress on with a pee under it. How about that one? I can tell. I can just see it.
And your fingernails painted.
You do. Beyond that though, you go beyond that. You get your penis tip painted. We can tell you're black.
Dog, there's a picture up there of a black man. Pause.
I mean, wow. Nah, that don't happen. I don't live around people like you who got penises under their dresses.
Absolutely, I am. In fact, it's worse. It's worse. It's worse. Like a capitalist every single day. If I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified. When blacks in America did not have the same rights they had today, they were less murderous. There was less break-ins. Why is that? And the data shows they were actually better in the 1940s. It was bad.
Now, why were we better in the 1940s? Anybody? You probably got black fatigue. Your mother loves it, bro. Bro, your mother loves everything I got. She loves it. She let me. I'm trying to send her back home where she belongs because she ain't even American. Like, she here illegally. You belong here because she was a whore and she had you. So you're here legally. She has to go. I don't care how much wee-wee she put in her mouth. It's time to go. She's wore out her usefulness. Go home. She gave her son, daughter a better life. Now you get to walk around with a I don't give a fuck about your mother being dead. I don't care. We still have fun with her. We have fun with her. She don't talk. She let it all go down. She let it all go down. Stop playing with me, dude.
Yo, mom, dad, what that shit mean, bro?
Their own summertime celebration. Wow, look how far blacks have come. It has now become a racial complaining day. Remember what BLM stands for? Burn, loot, and murder. Yeah, DEI stands for one of the biggest. Earn it, just so we're clear.
I don't give a shit.
To acknowledge, due to the
She
law
could have died yesterday.
that black people were significantly hindered from economic advance.
This is a really important question. The data shows not really. Black
Died in
Americans.
front of 3,000 people too.
We're in the 1950s.
Huh?
When I said his mother died in front of 3,000 people.
No, he was saying they don't want me to die in front of 3,000 people. His mother died after an orgy with 3,000 people.
The disappearance of the black father is the one driver of black poverty in this country. At least agree that black dad not being around is a bad thing.
Anyone's father not being around
is the great replacement theory. They want to replace white Anglo-Saxon Christian Protestants with Mexican Nicaraguans, with El Salvadorians.
You're comparing abortion to the Holocaust.
Absolutely, I am. In fact, it's worse. It's worse. You do not have the brain processing power.
Hold up. Damn. I apologize, man. You should have been the one that got swallowed. You the one that got through. Goldblum and Jurassic Park, right? Chaos theory. Anything that can happen will happen. And that's you. Yo, do me a favor. Go to a high building and say hello to the ground for me.
You had to go steal a white person's slot to go be taken. Somewhat sympathy. I can't stand the word empathy, actually. I think empathy is a made-up New Age term that it does a lot of damage, but more...
Anything else you got to say? Anything? Talk. I was having fun. I ain't had this much fun since my last one. I ain't one tired of black. Your mother wasn't tired of blacks.
He ain't tired of blacks either. That's why he came in a black show.
Exactly. And the kid got Charlie Kirk on the thumbnail. So what are you saying? Hopefully you went on that roof and did what I asked you to do nicely. Don't make a fuss. Don't tell nobody. Don't cry. Just go up there and just say, you know what? Bye. Now back to my man Charlie Kirk. Before I was so rudely interrupted by the people Charlie Kirk used to make fun of. Yeah, whatever. You already started on the wrong foot. Don't talk regular now.
I laugh black too.
So, here's one thing. I just found this out about my man Charlie Kirk. Man wasn't just a speaker. Man liked to prove people wrong. This is some sports shit. You know I gotta have some sports shit.
I got a lot of haters saying that I can't throw. So here we are. We're at the greatest.
He looked like a quarterback.
On the planet. This is a football, regulation size.
We'll get to you, podcast.
Liberty, go Flames. I have my honorary doctorate from here. Christian. Hey, guys.
Yeah, that's sad. Then that just made it sad.
I can't throw a football. This is for you. All right, Christian, go.
You can see it. Oh, that's 55 yards.
Oh shit.
Yeah. My man could have went D1. All right, Black Podcast, man. Y'all want to talk to this dude?
So he said he got a QB name too. Facts. Okay.
Right, Charlie Kirk, right. Looks sound like he's gonna be a coach, a quarterback's coach later on. After he doesn't make it to the NFL. All right, Mr. Wright. So what was your point of coming out with your hostility, Mr. Wright? Mr. Podcast Recap, what was the point? What was the point of that?
Send him the link, let him go on the show and see his fucking voice. See what he's talking about.
You probably ain't talking about nothing. You kind of got me mad right now. I want to be hostile. Oh boy. I don't want to be hospitable. I want to be hostile.
An open panel.
Get his head opened up. Hold on, let me see if I can.
You willing to join the panel podcast, but yes or no, bro? So we know, because we don't have to send you the link if you ain't gonna come, bro. We ain't gonna waste our time.
I don't even think I know how to do it. I don't think I know how to do it. Not on this platform.
So send the link.
Well, sorry. You can talk in the chat.
Copy the link that you sent me, I gather, and put it in the chat. Can I join the call? I mean, you can come on in, but when they're gonna ask you if you want your video, just turn your camera off, bro, and come up there with the audio.
Hold on, let me see if talk to this man, I guess. What do we think about Charlie Kirk? Well, so far we've been telling the audience that Charlie Kirk, well, for the most part,
I think
was right.
Well,
he respected the First Amendment. I mean, the Constitution. Excuse me. The man was basically conservative as fuck. You know what I mean? That man was all about family, his God. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's mostly respect.
He's the next.
Because I wouldn't allow nobody to slay my boy.
If he would have ran for president, I'll vote for him. I would have voted for him.
Yo, a lot of people are saying that, and I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not going to call anybody out because I'm not sure myself. I thought you had to go to college to become president.
You got your camera on, Jack.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I didn't know that. That might be true.
I thought you did. I thought you had to have a law degree and all this stuff to become president.
Nah. Nope.
So that's not a fact. Oh, I'm trying to send this guy.
All you gotta do is be a TV show host, have some money.
Hold up, yo, how am I going to send this to? I don't know how to. I don't know where to send it.
Put it in the chat. You got a chat box there?
Let me see. It is one.
But I kind of think he said he was cool being where he was at, being only in the chat box.
You just need to be 36 years old. Yeah, now I want him on. Thank you.
There you go.
You got some type of something with you. College is not required to be over 35. Yeah, U.S. Okay.
What up, Moves?
Moves was good, brother. Thank you. See, I like when. Why didn't you start out decent podcast recap?
35. Shit,
yeah, you got 35 and up, and U.S. citizen. I thought you had to have a law degree.
Shit.
I thought. I'm wrong. You just had to be a citizen.
I'm about to run.
Yo, they will stop you because a regular person can do it. They will make sure they don't make it. Because a regular person, you can get a TikToker with like 10 billion followers. Taylor Swift could be the president.
And she will be if she ever
What's
go
good,
for it. If she ever went for it, she would be.
She ran, yo. She has enough followers to win, yo.
And I kind of think Beyonce had a following too. You know what I mean? That she could have got it. You know what I mean?
So that might be the next tactic. That might be the Democrats' next tactic, next run. Yo.
Well, but I think they tried, but they didn't get that boost that they needed when they had her perform at the Texas show. So I don't think her work is that much right now.
Yeah, bare minimum requirement is just 35 years and a U.S. citizen. Anybody really can run for president.
He said, I'm not a decent person. That's what's up. I appreciate that. We ain't decent niggas either. You know what I mean? We try.
Right. Let me get back to my boy Charlie. Hold on. I can't remember. Let me see. Now you done made me lose where I was at. I know the football. Damn, this is it right here.
That's okay. I'm working with you here. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to get you to a place of completion. The last 10 years, who's been the face of the NBA?
Like LeBron.
This is where he got goated.
The NBA.
Jordan.
Wait, so Jordan made the NBA more popular and LeBron made the NBA a joke?
No.
Love you, Charlie.
The NBA is on verge of collapse. No one wants to watch it. Crowd attendance is down. They got to give away free food. They got to give away free beer. The cable channels are like basically no one wants to watch it. It's like a 3-point contest. No one plays defense. So the league of LeBron is going into a place of irrelevance. Jordan left the league at the highest ratings ever with a cultural phenomenon the way we've never seen before. I don't know. I define greatness also as what do you do to the league? And I'm happy to tell it to LeBron. Another question, though, which is I define greatness based on pressure, right? How many NBA finals did Jordan lose?
He lost. He didn't listen.
Like button is free.
How many has LeBron lost? Kobe's better than LeBron. That's a whole. Now that's a thought crap.
Right.
LeBron has lost, in my memory, at least 5 or 6 finals. At least. I mean, every team. He's lost one with the Cavaliers. He lost one with the Heat. He lost one. But I mean, he's lost all over the place. And so Jordan redefined the game. He brought the NBA from irrelevancy to the most
Talk your shit, Charlie.
every country around the world. And also, let me just ask a question. When you go to the inner city, you go to Chicago, you go to Atlanta, do you say, hey, man, are you wearing Jordans? Or do you say, hey, are you wearing LeBrons? No, that's okay. I'm
Because I've never heard nobody ask when them next LeBron coming out.
Yeah, we got him on that one.
Got him. I say that to people like, yo, I ain't never seen nobody say, never heard nobody say, yo, when them next LeBron's coming out.
Facts.
Never. I've had one pair, and I think I was desperate. I just needed a new pair of feet. I had one pair. They was decent. I ain't gonna lie. I think I had the LeBron 6s. He had a couple of decent ones, but if you put him next to a shoe with a Jumpman on it, he paled. Everybody paled.
Yeah, but that comparison, yeah, is all the way true, 100% how he said it, how it's put, and how it's perceived. You know what I mean? But let's look at it a different perspective, right? When Jordan left, yeah, the peak of viewership was there, but now, did we see anything before Jordan, such as Jordan before Jordan?
I mean,
they had some things like you had Dr. J who could dunk like him.
Wilkins, yeah, what you call it, like
they had pieces.
Oh, okay. So we have pieces. So now we have to look at how we are transforming. I'm just talking about our community. You know what I mean, Josh? I don't know what you are, so pardon me if I'm mixing you up with a black
from the
and
east
brown
side.
community. Okay. You know what I mean? So I'm mixing you up with the black and brown community. So I'm just saying that we are just innovators, like I said from the beginning of the show, that we make things happen. And instead of us comparing side to side Jordan and LeBron, and we just seen the continuation, the evolve, and not only that the league bought out LeBron, but it also bought a Kobe. It also bought us a Ray Allen in between the LeBron and the Jordan era. They bought us who else? The Ja Morant's right now. The other guy from SGA. You know what I mean? Like we got so much thing that how the we evolve wherever we go and we innovate wherever we go, that we are still manifesting who we are and what we are entering. You know what I mean? Whether it be NBA, whether it be hockey, if we get into hockey now, when soccer makes it big in the world, how many we have Jamaicans and American-born Jamaicans that's out here that can play soccer that would take it seriously. You know what I mean? Like our mindset get blinded in the sense where we get deteriorated to go get a 9-to-5 job. You know what I mean? Because we have to survive. You know what I mean? Now we living paycheck to paycheck. You know what I mean? So our greatness will never shine until sometimes we get 35 to 50 years old. You know what I mean? That's when we find out, you know what? I could have been done this. You know what I mean? And I could have, like, and things, and then times changes as well. Doors open. So we just gotta. Sometimes we just like the comparison is obvious. You know what I mean, between Jordan and LeBron. But we cannot not look at and not respect what LeBron is doing while we alive, the history that he's doing right now. And I mean, the greatness that he brought and forth for us, and maybe that certain things that he did and doing that Jordan would
Yeah,
never
there
have
we
done.
go. That's what I wanted to say.
You know what I mean? That Jordan would never have done. You know what I mean? Or people of that era would never have done. You know what I mean? But again, like people were not built like how we was built growing up. The tanks,
That's a
the
fact.
cars, the cars is not built the same. You know what I mean? Everything get fiberglass. Everything get bent, easily bent. You know what I mean?
And that
Aluminum. You know
Yeah,
what I
as
mean?
goes with you.
I think as the years progress, it's getting more watered down. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean?
And and we lose focus of a lot of things too. Like the black and brown community, we didn't have to rely on nothing at one point in time. We didn't rely on nobody, no outside help. We didn't never got it. So we lived amongst ourselves.
That's the 40s, bro. That's what I mean. What was different about the 40s? Why he was saying that? We relied on
Hmm.
self. We had what was that? Black Wall Street and other independent black communities.
Right.
People didn't want to see us have them.
And not only that, but there was
Flooded those
sundown. It was
communities
sundown
and they
states
burnt
to
up
where we wasn't outside at no 9 o'clock, 7 o'clock at night. You know what I mean? We was inside the crib. We had no other
Because you
choice.
might
You know
not
what I
make
mean?
it to the morning. You had something to say, Josh?
Yeah, well, what you call it with in the 40s, that when they seen that, like what you call it, like blacks was like being like progressive in the 40s and the 50s, they flooded those communities, you know what I mean, and sabotaged the market and all of that. So like
Hmm.
Yeah.
And and the one major factor that we get to we say a lot, now, and I'm talking about me and Uncle Jackie, is that once they take the fathers out the household, you know what I mean? That changed
Yeah.
a
He
lot of
spoke on
things, you
that
know what I
too.
mean?
Charlie Kirk said that too.
You know what I
He's
mean?
like,
Once they go ahead.
yeah.
No, I'm just saying once they took the fathers out the household, it just that took a different dynamics, you know what I mean?
And that's the problem that I have with people not knowing the difference between Republicans and the Democrats. The Democrats are the ones that took the fathers out the homes. They the ones that gave up
right,
the
well,
the
welfare,
assistance and the free food money, what food stamps. There we
Mm-hmm.
go. Food stamps, Section 8, and, blah blah blah. So you sitting there talk about me. I don't care. I'll say it. Republican like a motherfucker.
right,
Uh, but the first freed slaves, Frederick Douglass and such men, were Republicans.
right.
I mean,
Lincoln,
I just think that we so delusional as people with we gotta follow the democratic ways because X, Y, and Z.
But
And
honestly,
again, if we look at our history, like you just brought forth, bro, we wouldn't be so gravitated to the Democrats, even though they saying what they saying. But who actually does what they do when they go inside the office? It's Donald Trump.
yeah.
true. Go ahead, Josh.
And
My
Honestly,
fault.
the way I look at it as is like it's two wings of the same bird. You know what I mean? Like it's another tactic just to keep us segregated.
mm-hmm.
I mean, like we gotta keep our eyes on the prize. Like they honestly, I seen some shit. You know what I mean? A documentary. You know what I mean? Of this this slave trade, right? What you call it? And the dude, he hired somebody, a slave master, right? He hired somebody because like the work progress was going down. So he hired somebody so the work progress could go up, right? So the dude told them all he got to do was make them feel like they could make decisions, make them feel like they can they like
Hmm.
they're important, like they could like have like their vote counts.
Right,
You know,
like
Mm-hmm.
they're a part of something.
make them choose two guys that's on the same side. You know what I mean? But make them think one guy is better than the other.
Mm-hmm.
You get what
That's a
I'm
good
saying?
one.
So
Mm-hmm.
that's what
Yeah,
they do to us now. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
definitely, bro. That's a fact. Like it's all smoke and mirrors. You have
Right.
to read. You have to look up things. Do not take things for face value. Now this AI shit is coming out and it's getting better. Like me and Josh said, hey, we thought the whole thing was AI at first. We were hoping it was,
Right.
but
I really was. I really was hoping.
I did. I swear to you, I did too. That's why I went straight to Google like Charlie Kirk, and it gave a expiration date, and it was like, no.
Like I told you guys, right? Like I seen it after after I showed you, Uncle Jackie, that you said you saved the video. I think Moves, I think was on the show too. He said that he seen it, and I think and I'm like saying to myself, like, damn, I ain't see the video. But when I finally saw it, I said, you know what? We are so used to movies. And when
Yeah.
I say that because it did look fake. It didn't look real at all.
Yeah.
It looked like, what the hell did this happen?
Movie scenes look better.
And let me just yes, facts.
Yeah.
And I heard a lady describe it before I seen it. And it was a lady, young female, was like, yo, the blood was just gushing out his neck, and then and I forgot what
Yeah,
else
I
she
heard
said
about
after.
this.
Yeah. So that video, that's what I'm talking about. I heard her first say it. So that made me like, yo, I really gotta see this video now because this is gonna be disappearing.
Right.
That's
Bro,
why
when
I
I
did
seen
what
it, I said, yo, we are so used to movies and how but the blood squirt out of movies that when we see some shit in real life, we be like, yo, this shit is not real.
Right.
He lost mad blood though. You seen all that
Mm-hmm.
blood.
I think he was gone. Another woman said it too. Like it looked like he was gone. I think he was gone before his neck even went sideways. That's why
Yeah,
he didn't get to reach up.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That shit crazy.
So I give the guy one thing, man. At least it was quick. He
What's
didn't
that?
suffer. He didn't suffer.
Right.
Well, condolences to his family though, because I know. Oh my gosh, man.
They were there.
I know. They listen. This is one thing I can say. It's horrible, but it's real. I'm glad it wasn't a person of color. I am very glad it was not a person of color. I thought it would have been.
It'd have been chaos.
I thought it would have been. Yeah, I thought it would have been somebody like who I thought podcast recaps was person
I,
with
th-
a
yeah,
penis.
I thought it was a transgender person that was gonna do it.
Yeah, that's what I would have thought. But I mean, I wouldn't sit there and spread. I wouldn't I wouldn't have said that shit out loud. I just kept it to myself because even on the People's podcast, I never I wanted to say it, but it's like I'm not going to
That
repeat
shit
y'all.
that happened in North Carolina and shit. And
The woman in North Carolina.
yeah, the woman in North Carolina and shit. Like,
Yeah, man, that was tragic too.
Yeah, that's crazy. And
I forgot her name.
Ukrainian female, because my girl or my Lena
I
Moms.
want to speak to you about that, bro.
Yeah,
I definitely.
Lena Moms, was like, y'all, someone sent me a video of the Ukrainian girl getting stabbed, and I didn't know what she was talking about. And I already seen the video of the girl getting stabbed on the train, but I didn't know she was Ukrainian. I just thought that, it was a white female. And then when to see it, I was like, oh my God, this is what she was talking about. And then I just only seen the video of him poking her. And then, 2 seconds after that, and the video cut off. So I didn't see her slumped down on the ground. I didn't see the blood splatter on the ground, on the floor, and all that. I was like, "Wow, this shit is crazy."
Yeah, rest in peace, man. That it's senseless. Like for nothing, it's just as bad as when dude burnt the woman on the train in New York.
right?
Yeah, man. Like it's bad. It's bad. And he sat there and watched his work. Like he just sat there and looked at her crispify.
Dude was an illegal.
And he was an illegal.
He was illegal?
Yeah. That's what really made me push for that too, right there. Like, nah, man, y'all ain't gonna be setting people on fire, man.
Right.
And then sitting there and watching it.
Like, oh yeah, no. Yeah, no. Well, I know he was illegal. But I'm talking about the guy that killed in North Carolina.
Oh no, I don't know. No, he was a black man.
Yeah, he was a 14 time offender.
Yeah, somebody that shouldn't even have been out.
Facts.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it 100 with that. Yeah, I'm glad Josh is here because yeah, he's saying everything I'm trying to remember. 14 times, and Charlie Kirk spoke on that too.
Yeah,
he was real harsh on it. I would be too. I'm not even gonna lie. That was senseless killings is like any killing is senseless, but you know,
because honestly, the facts like the one thing that I don't agree with Charlie Kirk, and I don't agree with anybody that goes to like when it goes to race. The fact is like it was a woman that was killed by a man. You get what I'm saying? Like that's point blank. Period. It don't matter what color the woman was. It don't matter what color the man was. The woman was killed by a man. You get what I'm saying? And like that's all that should matters. It's like when you go and take it to race, you know that's gonna get people worked up. That's gonna start some shit for what? You get what I'm saying? Like why starting that like what you call it like it should be just like that man should have never been out. That's what you should fucking get to. You shouldn't even talk about the race. You should talk about like why is that man still walking free after 14 offenses? Yeah. You know what I mean? It shouldn't even go to race. You know what I mean? It should go to why is he still walking free? Why is the justice system fucked up?
Now you're making me want to play you sound like Puerto Rican Charlie Kirk. Talk, Papa. Talk that shit, Papa. Word. Because that shit is exactly what Charlie Kirk was saying. He was saying the exact same shit, yo. Like, why is this man free? Yo.
Yeah.
I don't know if I was old or not. But yeah, man. That shit crazy.
Yeah, it is. It is crazy.
That shit fucked up. Just to see somebody, like you said, bro, a woman at that, and just decide, like, you know, it's lunchtime.
Right.
Hold on. Okay, now I understood the message. Okay. My fault.
Slow as slows.
Nah, my fault. Remember, I'm still learning this joint, bro. All I do is the regular. I ain't even remember about the chat like that. You see, I don't know how to send no what's the names outside of the normal way of sending invites.
Mm-hmm.
I give StreamYard that. Well, it's just because I learned it and I paid for it. This one, yo, restream. I hope y'all hear this. Y'all got to tighten up because I'm not going to pay for this, man. I'm not going to pay for this. I put you up my own show like 17 times. Now, what if I ain't had two people here to keep talking? Then I would have had the 20, 30-some people that tuned in so fast. I'd have to rely solely on whoever comes through later.
Yeah. See? Restream, got to tighten up, bro.
Tighten up, man. Tighten up. Tighten up. I'm appreciative of what you're trying to do, but tighten up. People's reputations on the line here. And it make it look like my Wi-Fi trash. My Wi-Fi is top of the line. My Wi-Fi top of the line, man. And even without Wi-Fi, I would be using my coverage on my phone.
So question to you guys. So how you think this guy gonna be handled in jail? Pause.
It's mixed. He better go with the he can't go with the Aryans, I'll tell you that.
Oh, hell to the north, no.
He can't go there. He can't go with the black folks. He can't. I see 23-1. 23-1. Where he gonna go?
Yeah, he's stuck.
Yeah, he in solitary.
Yeah, solitary, right?
Stuck.
23-1 lockdown, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he gonna
go crazy.
He gonna take that turtle suit. He gonna be like,
he gonna take a big nap. He gonna off himself.
Yeah.
He gonna hang it up.
Yeah.
Cause he ain't never getting out of jail.
Now, he getting the death penalty though.
Well, Utah, they do got the death penalty, so he'll be alive for another 12, 13 years.
Yeah, he gonna get the death penalty because now Utah, they already said they gonna have the death penalty with him.
Yeah, they said that shit's on the table.
Yep. And they're not taking that off the table. He's not Mangini.
Oh, you Mangione.
Mangione, yep.
And the other one is a football coach.
Sorry, Mangione.
Hell yeah, bro. That dude ain't gonna see the light of day. That dude is gonna have the roughest, harshest time if he goes to Gen Pop. He go to Gen Pop, it's over for him. It's
because
Yeah,
over
he
for him
getting
because
tough.
he can come from raw. He can come from
because
anywhere.
nah, because I think it was a setup, like what you call it. He gonna, you know, they gonna kill him and claim suicide.
Yeah, I kind of do think and that's what I want to ask too. Do you think that the government has something to do with this, or like he like
It would have been a good conspiracy if they wouldn't have found him. It's no longer good.
If
I
dude
mean,
end up dead in the cell,
Then yeah, then
yeah,
yep. I'm with Josh on that.
hmm cause
If he ends up, yeah.
I kind of think it was, bro. Like, and I just heard that Kurt was just talking some shit about Jewish people like a couple episodes ago or whatever the case may be, and could have rubbed the wrong people the wrong way, bro. And I
I
hate to
mean,
say it,
everything
like,
going forward.
yeah. On some real shit though, for real. Like we gotta protect Candace Owens, yo.
no facts. Like as much as I don't like her shit that she was saying, she was speaking some shit. You know what I mean?
Speak the
Like
truth.
her shit ain't
People
wrong.
don't want
You
to
know what I
hear.
mean? It may not be what we want to hear, but her shit don't be wrong sometimes. You know what I mean?
No, I love Candace Owens. I love her. Anybody that holds people accountable
Right,
is
right.
that's it. We lack accountability, man.
Now
That's
we do. That we do, bro. That we do. That we
yo.
do.
I remember where I was stupid. I wasn't stupid, but I was stupid because of how I was doing it. I was coming up. I'm thinking the way, the Southern way I'm being taught, the honorable and, the shit I'm watching on TV is about honor and respect and man, everybody. Then you trying to put that shit out in the world, man. Everybody doing that shit. That's when you got to get smart. Like, all right, these niggas want to know the way of the dragon. We can't do the brotherhood. We got to do the way of the dragon. So it's like, all right, I'm gonna show you Bruce Lee. Then I tried to show you Jackie Chan, a little goofy, a little funny. I'm gonna show you Bruce Lee. I ain't playing with y'all niggas no more.
Right.
And
And I,
that's fact, man. That's
yeah.
how you learn, man. You sit there,
And
you get
with
taught
our,
one thing, but when you go out into the world, you see it's another way. You cannot sit there and just solely go off your way.
but on with our opinions though, like that means that we gotta strap up like real shit because like
Oh yeah.
shit's gonna start getting real, and you already see they like motherfuckers like copy.
I
You still
mean,
in New York, Josh?
Nah, I'm in fucking out here in fucking Kentucky.
Oh,
oh
so
well, yeah.
you would have moved.
Ain't that illegal
Yo, we
to
got people out
carry?
there.
Yeah,
Hell
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
you carry in Kentucky. That's why he talking like. That's why I asked him why.
No, but you see, but that's what it comes down to. Like we all gangster inside these states that we can't carry. It's illegal to carry,
Yeah, yeah.
and then we
We
get
down
records.
south.
You know what I mean? We get records, and then we can't get carry. You know what I mean?
Right, because now they're
Or
gonna
they
make
let.
it because the same people that I honestly I don't allegedly. All right, we're gonna say allegedly. Allegedly, the same people that set this whole shit up is the same people that's pushing that whole gun agenda shit. You know what I mean? Like they don't want people to have guns.
Trying to take the guns away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they want to be the violent ones. You know what I mean? And we got to fold to them because they got the guns and shit. Like,
hmm
Now, see where he's at. Like, see, Moves talks like that too. I ain't know you was out there with Moves though. I hope y'all can link up some type of way. I don't remember where he's at. Where you at for sales or some shit like that? Lexington.
in Louisville.
Oh, you in Louisville? Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. You probably get some type of city life.
Shit, not even.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Kentucky, man. It's
you grow up
Kentucky.
in New York or going anywhere else, you already know. Like,
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
different.
that shit different. Bro. That shit like slow motion everywhere else, bro. No matter
Nah.
where you at.
See, I ain't had it as bad as y'all. See, Yellow Tape sat there and decided to move to Thompson. I was more fortunate, and I was put 20 minutes outside of Atlanta, so I was okay. But
yeah,
oh my gosh,
'cause
I was
Atlanta's
blessed.
like
in
the
my
new
travels,
Hollywood.
bro, through the South, and my travels through the South, bro, I'm glad I went where I was, cause I mean, it's so man. I was somewhere, yo. This is a hell of a story, bro. I ain't never been more scared in my life. Uh, I'm in South Carolina on a job. I'm out of town on a job.
I can't hear
Now
nothing, bro.
we going home now. It's like 4 or 5 in the morning. I know it's pitch black. The only lights out is the lights on my car. My man, I'm trying to get to a neighborhood that I find sketchy. I saw too many American flags. So I'm like, oh, hell nah. You get what I mean? Like, I put my foot on the gas a little harder. How I get caught up with a train, bro. Not no Metro North. No, a freighter cargo train. The shits that take 10 minutes to go by. Man, I don't know how I didn't have a strained neck that night, because I'm looking left to right, backwards, and it's just pitch black, bro. The only light, I told you, the only light is mine.
Damn.
And I'm in South Carolina. I ain't never been so scared in my life, bro. I'm gonna keep it 1,000, bro.
I was walking out there. I ain't walking.
Yo, bro. I mean,
not gonna do
bro,
it.
I was so scared, bro. And then I ain't had nothing on me. I'm just looking like all I could do is look, and then I'm sitting there holding the you know how when you about to have a shoot down, you got your hand near your damn gun. I ain't had no gun. I had my hand near the damn gear shift, because as soon as wherever it came from is where the car was going. If it came up from behind me, I'm reversing. I'm hitting. I don't care if you innocent. I don't care. I'm scared. I'm out of here. I'm not playing. I mean, I was driving a BMW anyway, so it's like I'm out of here. Y'all might break a window, but ultimately I'm gonna get out of here. This car fast as fuck.
Yo,
Let's not play.
I heard South Carolina got sundown towns. They still got
Georgia has sundown towns. Virginia has sundowns. Kentucky has sundown towns.
Yeah,
There's sundown towns in every state in the Bible Belt or the South.
I would say so too.
Yeah, I think they got sundown towns in Ohio.
Shit, I wouldn't even doubt it.
Yo, and most sundown towns are located in areas that do not have professional sports teams. Just think about it. Alabama, Mississippi, Kentucky,
shit,
South Carolina, Virginia. Think of all them states right there. They have no, and you can get lost in Virginia.
Yeah, you can.
That's a Commonwealth state. They'll lose your ass there. Shit, I think it was it might be sundown towns in PA, because I in my travels there, it was dudes with what's that shit? The Dukes of Hazzard shit, the Confederate flag. She had the Confederate flag. I mean, waving on their truck.
I could say this because I used to live in PA, right? And I could say like Pennsylvania is like the most racist state I've ever lived in, bro. Like Pennsylvania.
Right. I could see that. And I could say Philly kind of racist. I would say Philly would be racist too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, segregated, just like
facts. Cause yo, bro, like when I tell you that it's two different Phillies, bro. Like, I mean, not two different Phillies, but it's the difference between the Philadelphia that they show and the Philly that's actually out there, bro. It's crazy.
Oh, that's horrible. It's horrible.
It's crazy, bro.
Yo, you see what's happening out there?
What's that?
It's something good though. Black Panthers, bro.
Yeah, I seen that. I seen that on the internet.
Yeah, bro. Black Panthers I want to show more videos, but every time I do, and I not appear, but I'll turn around. Somebody done stole my shit and put it on their shit. So it's like I stopped doing that.
They gotta be extra smart, extra careful. They gotta be like you know what I mean? Because like, man, I'm telling you, these motherfuckers got fucking weapons that like I seen the CIA. I seen this shit. The CIA had a fucking weapon that they could shoot you with, and fucking like it just inserts a little fucking dot, and it could kill you because it's like some fucking starfish poisoning or some shit. Like
okay, the pufferfish.
Yeah, the pufferfish, poisoning and shit. Yeah. And it leaves like a little fucking dot, and it'll just look like you had a fucking cardiac arrest.
Right. Yeah, I heard of that, bro. Yo, they are getting sophisticated. Because before I heard of that one, they was talking about a dude. Y'all heard about the judge and the Draco? I just showed my lady the judge last night, and it was a woman. She had the judge, and I'm saying, there, look at the bullets that gun take. It takes shotgun shells, basically. Kinda take shotgun shells. And then the Draco. It was a dude on YouTube. It was a Draco. He's like, "Oh, you think you safe hiding behind the car if I'm trying to get at you?" Bro, he shot right through the car, bro. Right through the car, bro. It went through the whole trunk, and he dumping. So it went right through. You could see the other side, the wood on the other side got dismantled, which means your pig meat is done.
Facts. That's why these young Chicago, these YNs in Chicago, they think they could go against the like the Army and National Guard and shit like that.
They can't do that, but they can go against the police.
They could go against the police, but they're not going against the National Guard.
Nah, not the National Guard. That's a different kind of training. You can shoot it out with the police. You're gonna lose that one eventually too. But the National Guard, no.
Yo, they don't understand. Like they don't even have to go in. All they gotta do is just send a
Drop
drone. They got drones that they could just send in and just shoot
Yeah.
you from a drone and shit. Like
Man, it's over. Yeah, YNs, they are and then that the YNs we getting now is the effects of the 80s babies not being too smart. 70s, 80s babies. These are our kids.
right.
The YNs now, these are our kids.
Right. That's true. That's
Yeah. You gotta think about it. And a lot of these kids are from single mother homes. You know, and that's the single mothers now are different from the single mothers back in the days.
Yeah, because you get paid more than welfare when you're a single mother.
Yo, but no, even think about this. Were you and your mom's friends, or was that your mom's? Think about that. Were you and your mom's friends, or because me and my mother was not friends until I moved up out of her damn house,
Right.
and I was on my own. We were not friends.
Right. Yeah.
Nowadays, these kids are friends with you see how these kids talk to their parents.
Yo.
Yeah, that's why I'm on it. That's why I don't date women with children anymore. I'm good. I'm good. Because you ain't even got to date them. All you got to do is be over there to smash. You still going, or over the phone. You still going to hear something. You still going to, it don't matter. Whether you date them, whether you smash, you going to see it. The parenting is very different now. Oh, don't be too hard on him. No, that's exactly why he a little rainbow now. And I don't mean the literal rainbow. I mean, like, a little bitch. There we go. I'll say that. That's why you're a little bitch now.
Yeah, they too soft on it. They want to be friends with their kids.
Yeah,
instead of,
I don't want him mad at me. So he's not your boyfriend.
That's a fact.
Yeah, like, so? I don't care if your child's mad at me. I don't care. Matter of fact, I will get a cup and drink his tears or her tears. I don't care. Children, do what I say. You don't do what you want. If I'm dealing with a woman that don't like that, then she can go too, and I'll take a cup and drink some of her tears because I'm out. I don't mind leaving. I know somebody's still waiting for me to come back from the store. Word. Yo, this shit fun. I know we can go, but I'm chilling. But for real though, last thoughts. Man, rest in peace to my man Charlie Kirk, man. We go around the horn, man. Glad Doc and Josh, and then I'll end it off.
What's the thing? Final thoughts on Charlie Kirk?
Charlie Kirk, your final thoughts, period. Whatever we talked about tonight, it don't matter.
Well, rest in peace first and foremost. You know what I mean? It was a sad situation that that his family had to see the way it ended. But I just think him as a man, it was just my opinion as well, that I just kind of think that he knew what he was getting into. He knew, how his downfall could happen, and I kind of think he was kind of prepared for it. You know what I mean? And he took it like a champ. You know what I mean? If that make any sense, you know what I mean? But no one deserved to die the way he passed away. But when you speak that venom, when you speak harsh things that that everybody don't agree with, you're gonna form some enemies. Some enemies are stronger than others. Some enemies use different tactics to get back at you. But this one decided, use a gun 100 yards away and be on the rooftop and hit the target. Some people did not know, not a good shot. So I kind of think he knew what he was getting into. Did he think it was going to happen so soon? Maybe not. But you got to be careful what you do, how you doing it in a world that that got sensitive people. Also, when you talking some real touchy topic and subject, you have to watch out because you got people that strongly against what your beliefs are, or strongly believes of what you're saying. So, with that being said, it is what it is, and like I said from the beginning of the show, in my community, people get shot every day, B. So it's just another person, which is sadly that lost his life at a young age and wasn't able to fulfill his life to full capacity. And with that being said, I'm sorry for that. You know what I mean? And I don't know him as an individual. I just getting feedback just like I got from Vaughn when he passed away right after his death. You know what I mean? So I'm getting to know the person. I may have different thoughts of him, somewhere down the line. But this is my stance today and tonight. And may Charlie Kirk rest in peace, and may the world open their eyes and be a better world tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Nice. What you call it? My my conclusion. Uh, uh, I think Charlie Kirk was a great man. I think he was a good man. He only wanted the good for the country. You know what I mean? And you can't knock a man for that. He was a family man. He was a God fearing man, and like he had his beliefs. And no man should die over that. I think that like what you call it, like his death wasn't he didn't die in vain. You know what I mean? I think that his death like honestly brought out a lot of courage and a lot of people, including me, you know what I mean, to like now come out and start posting and saying how I feel now, because like
What's up?
that's what this world needs. You know what I mean? It needs more Charlie Kirks.
Definitely does, bro. That was real, bro. It
What's
definitely
up?
does. Like, salute to Charlie Kirk. Condolences to his family. Like, I've been watching Charlie Kirk for probably since the when I started listening to Charlie Kirk, it was during the George Floyd time. So, what's that? I don't know how many years ago that was, but he felt strongly about that, and I don't remember if I agreed with him on it or not, but he brought a lot of things to the light that I did not know. So he makes you think, and you get mad because it looks like he's going against a race. No, he's talking about that person, that one person. He's talking about George Floyd. He's talking about how he has the right to talk. He didn't. He's not the one who ended George Floyd. So I mean, he has the right to feel the way he feels or the way he felt. Then it came to me seeing him do debates. I watched this man rip people to shreds and probably only lost like maybe 2 or 3 debates himself because there was times where he did lose. But yeah, the dude he's a good speaker, great speaker for a
Great
dude did not go
speaker.
to college.
Yeah, definitely was a great speaker.
Yeah, for a guy that did not go to college. And now that I'm knowing this, that man would have been dangerous politically. That man would have been dangerous politically because he'd have been the first one to break all the chains of the not going to school, not being a lawyer, because everybody who was president, most of them went to law school. Most of them went to law school. I know all of them went to college, and most of them went to law school. So he would have been jumping up from just being a speaker and demolishing people, demolishing that movement, the Rainbow Coalition movement, the new one, not the Jesse Jackson one. You can tell a man has you on the ropes if you can't sit there and just tell him what a woman is.
Right.
What is a woman? A person that identifies as a woman. You can't use the same word that I just asked you for a definition for. What is a woman? Identifying. You're talking about gender. Man, what is a woman? Nobody trying to ask you all that other shit you trying to cry about. That's me. I love that shit. Like I love somebody that's going. He's going to keep asking them questions and see how stupid you are.
Right.
And a lot of folks, they just kept going instead of just conceding. They said, "Okay, you're right. You're right." No, they want to keep going and then start crying. And you don't know what it's like to be a woman today. Nobody can because you're not a woman. You're equal to a man. So that means nothing to me. Nothing, and it didn't mean nothing to him. And I respect that stance because I have the same one. But What I will say here before we wrap up, Myron, be careful, bro. If y'all don't know Myron, Myron is from the Fresh and Fit podcast. He's going to schools and he's going places now, and he's shutting down the same way Charlie Kirk was doing. Myron is doing it too.
Oh
And
yeah,
he's also very and highly educated.
yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's not dumb. He's a very smart man. Now he might be corny, he might look corny rather, but when it comes to debates, the man he's a genius. He's very intelligent. The man wrote a book. The man stands behind what he says. So if I were him, I'd be careful too, because I respect him. I respect him as well.
That's what I'm saying. Like honestly, like all these speakers, like they need to be like more careful. You know, like they're not regular people anymore. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now you're considered basically like a prophet that we need. You know, so what you call it, like to to be out there in the open and like just like it's my time. Then like you know what I mean? Like that's it's like unnecessary. You know, like no more people need to die over just like over like basically what do you call it, arrogance or
I mean, yeah, you could say that because he did have his arrogance with him, but he still don't deserve what he got because there's a lot of arrogant people out there.
yeah,
Most of them are called Karen or Ken,
Karens.
and they still walking the earth. No man should really die. I mean, we've seen it over and over. Like they're comparing this man to Martin Luther King. I probably wouldn't make that stretch, but I get it because he is. I think he's a martyr. People don't agree with that. I think he's a martyr. Ben Shapiro is going to step up. If you know who Ben Shapiro is, yeah, I've been on my shit, man. I just want y'all to know, B. I be on my shit because I'm in the hood. Don't mean out, man. I know how to study. I know how to, you know what I mean. I know what I'm talking about. I know a little bit about a little bit. You know what I mean? But Ben Shapiro got to be careful. All these people that's going against the grain.
Right.
Like we're going against the grain. We got to be careful in a certain, a sense. We just nobody. You know what I mean? For now.
Right.
Say that again. For now. But yeah, the bigger your platform gets, the more you got to be careful. Like I don't like entourages, but shit, I bet you I'd be flooded with security if I could.
Facts.
So you have to when you put yourself in a position, where you speaking, you know what I mean, and then you go on different gatherings. No matter how regular you want to be and how you want to be in tune with the people, there's assholes out there. You know what I mean, and then that's what I was saying too. Like we got people that want to take away the Second Amendment. You know what I mean? Bear arms and stuff like that. And we also was on a podcast that we had me and you, Jack, Uncle Jack. We was on a podcast where that man asked, should they take the guns away from people that's mentally retarded? You know what I mean? Or he felt that a mental someone that didn't have the mental capability to have a gun. You know what I mean? He was like they should have a gun too. But as we see, we not these people that mentally handicapped. They're not asking for guns. They don't want guns in their hands. That's not their main concern. It's these people that gets offended by what you say, that
Brainwashed by
handle
the
the emotional ups and downs of life. You know what I mean? That don't have no supporting cast at home or that they could turn to and be like, you know what? I feel X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? And they go on this internet and they get trolled. People get trolled. You know what I mean? And get controlled. You know what I mean? As they get trolled, they get controlled and their buttons get pushed. Go do that, son. Go do this. You won't do that, and they go do stupid shit. You know what I mean? So, man, we just gotta be stronger mentally and not be weak in certain aspects. You know what I mean?
Right. Shit. After this, I just want to throw this out there. After this, I'm heading over to TPP. So if you want to go to TPP, follow me, punch in the People's Podcast. I'm going to jump on that panel, pause, and I'm going to continue my night.
Yo, you be quiet over there, bro. You need to interact more.
Nah, they be doing, yo, if somebody tell me something about a Willie going somewhere and in my face, bro, it's
Yo,
gonna be
yo,
personal.
they are disrespectful in there,
Yeah,
bro.
bro. Like
And
I'm gonna be quiet until. But nah, I've been getting at these niggas lately until now. The nigga who I was getting at, Harry,
mm-hmm.
you probably had left. I know you was there and then you was gone. That nigga
Nah,
was in there. Nigga sat there, called me intelligent and all that shit, my nigga.
no, Harry dumb. Harry gonna get Harry. Listen, Harry's sarcastic. That's the first dude I had a fallout with, and I invited him to my show. So remember, I told you I invited somebody to my show, and then remember
Yeah.
that's who it was. Harry, bro. Harry, very disrespectful. You gotta put him in his place. And after you put him in his place, he alright, but he's an arrogant Greek dude, you know what I mean? That think he the sun revolves around him, you know what I mean? And all this, not for nothing, all this transsexual, all this gay stuff. If you like he said, they're the original people, they originate everything. So he might as well take responsibility for that as well, because that's where it came from. That
Greek. Right.
the,
That's why it's called Greek. Stop, Jack.
come
Stop.
on, bro. So
Stop.
let's be serious. You know what I mean? But you got follow us at TPP and you see what we talking about, y'all.
Yo,
The
you
People Podcast.
Josh.
Bet.
We probably have to wait because I know that shit flooded. I only hold like 9 people, I think, 10 people. The most.
I'll tune in though.
Mm-hmm. Yo,
Yeah, we
Josh,
about
it was
to.
a pleasure, my brother, man. Hopefully, it won't be the last show that we on together. You know what I mean? Pause.
Definitely.
Your thoughts, I it was appreciated. You know what I mean? And even though we on a different spectrum of how we look at this guy, I mean, like I said, I ain't got no opinion about this guy because I don't know him like that. I seen internet Jack sent me stuff about him before, and I seen him before, but he never ruffled me the wrong way. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
listening to him, you would take his opinion the wrong way, but he wanted accountability, and I don't see nothing wrong with accountability. You know what I mean?
That's it, bro. That's what I was saying. All he wants to do is hold people accountable. That's why when he say the DEI, you have to sit down and think first. Well, that lets you know we don't have a lot of intellectuals anymore.
That's
You
what
have
No,
to
we
sit
don't.
there
We
and
don't.
get to the
Our brain
bottom of what
power.
it is.
we're lacking accountability. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that especially that's so horrible, and that leads to single. Never mind. But shit, yeah, because if your mother wasn't accountable, you ain't. But we're not talking about that.
Yo, shout out to the chat.
Yeah, shout out to the chat. Appreciate you. Yeah, we got to get up out of here. But no, what I was saying is the DIs, what's the shit? What's the other one? The for black people to hire DEI, affirmative action. There you go.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not with none of that shit neither. I want the job because I can do it and I'm better than everybody else that went up against me or I'm in a certain percentile. So I get I don't want to be on a plane with the dude with the 90.
Right.
I don't. I want to do it with the 95. Even if it's a woman, whatever. Somebody who has scored high and has shown time and time again to the point where they're averaging a 95 and better over the. Yes, you're very capable, but yeah, you can go with such and such. Spirit, you go fly Spirit. We gonna hire this person over here with the 95. And the black or not, I'm not with it, man. I don't care what color you are. If you didn't earn the spot, all right, you did good. Clap for your 90. Y'all get what I'm saying, though, fellas? Clap. Yeah, I clap for your 90. But shit, if I'm hiring a damn free agent for sports, am I gonna take the 99 or I'm gonna take the 90? Take the 99. I want to win.
Right.
People want people who are qualified, overly qualified, especially when your life is at stake. So I get what he's saying. I get it. I got it. And good, I'm gonna get going. I appreciate the chat. Moves, appreciate you for coming through. Podcast recaps. I wish we could have got off on a better foot. Who else was here? Jewy, my normals, Jewy,
CeeLo.
AWF, CeeLo, Grace. I'm just shouting you out anyway. I know y'all was watching. My panel, I appreciate y'all. Yellow Tape, appreciate you. Josh, appreciate you for coming out. This ain't gonna be the last time. You always welcome. Whatever you see me, whatever I send you, all you gotta do is do it. Yellow Tape there. Hit me back like, yo, send me a link to the show, to the panel. Pause. So anytime, Josh. I mean, my next cast is gonna be tomorrow. me and Jay, shout out to Jay, Justin D's. We gonna do the Canelo fight, and actually going
Yo, who you got on that? Who you got on that? Who you think is gonna win on that?
See, most people when I sit here and say I'm going for Bud Crawford, people think it's a black thing. I just think Bud Crawford's the hungrier fighter.
I could see. I keep seeing that. I could see him knocking up because he got power.
Yeah, and Bud is angry.
Of power.
Bud is angry. Bud is an angry person who has hands. That's not a good combination for somebody else.
Right.
He's angry and he has hands, and he's been told he can't do this. He shouldn't jump up the weights. And his mother sit there and tell you, I used to throw him out there and pay people to fight him.
Shit.
And he would win. And now he's an underdog again. And I love Canelo. I watched him. I loved him, even though he got his ass whooped. When he fought Floyd Mayweather, I'm like, this dude is good. Before he fought Floyd, he was good. And he fought Floyd, he didn't get knocked out. I'm like, all right, he's tough. He keep going forward. I like Canelo. I love him. He's a Hall of Fame boxer.
Yeah, nice. He's nice. Yeah. He's tactical, like he's good in the ring. Like he's nice on his feet. But what you call it, like, I don't know, man. Crawford, man, it just takes one hit. That's it. Good hit.
Crawford, I don't know if Crawford's gonna knock him out, but I think Crawford is gonna kind of beat him up.
I don't know. I don't see that fight going like I see a knockout. I don't see
you see a knockout?
Yeah, I don't see it going to like what you call a decision.
Shit, join us tomorrow, my nigga. We go out. No, it's not like we betting. I'm just saying, join us tomorrow because it's interesting. I like different takes because I see you see a knockout. We both see what's the name winning, but you see a knockout, and I see 12 rounds of Canelo Alvarez getting beat up, or even not beat up or losing, but losing 7-5, 7 rounds to 5, 8 rounds to 4.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna get that. I think it'll get up to like the sixth round.
6th round? Oh shit. Oh, it's gonna be great.
He got Bud in 6.
I think we starting at 8 o'clock. It'll be after 5, Josh, for sure. So you know what I mean? If you want to join. Moves. Yellow Tape, you already know if you want to join, just let me know, man.
Copy.
And it's on Netflix, so keep your TV down and just make sure we can't hear it over the air because we did the last fight. Who we did? Tyson versus what's his name?
What a disappointment.
Jake Paul.
Yeah.
We did Tyson versus Jake Paul. That was a good time. Pause. And Emmanuel Nunez and the girl the woman from Ireland, Katie something.
Yeah, that was a good fight.
Right.
Katie Taylor. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but all right, we really gonna get out of here now, man. Y'all have a good night. Appreciate y'all brothers for coming through. I hope I see y'all tomorrow. I think showtime is gonna be at 8. I gotta find out when it starts on Netflix. Remember, keep your TVs down, and I'll be doing the play-by-play. And before the main event, Jay gonna be talking about wrestling and other events, other fights, while I do the undercard play-by-play.
Copy.
So hope to see y'all tomorrow. It's gonna be glorious, man. Thank y'all for coming out tonight. Good night, everybody. See y'all on TPP. The people.